All right, looks like I'm live. Happy Friday, guys. How's it going, everyone? I know, not good, but we're going to have a good time tonight, all right? Yeah, a lot of things suck, and I'm going to rant tonight about a few things that are completely unacceptable right now in this country that are, quite frankly, they're revealing their plan to completely destroy the United States of America, to destroy liberty, to undermine all of our God-given and unalienable rights, and I believe our country's in grave danger, but we're still going to have a good time because we still have each other. There's a lot of good patriots. There's a lot of good people that I see in here right now. And I'm going to talk about stuff that I'm looking forward to, like some future videos I'm going to do. One of my friends in here saying how he just can't wait till all this bull crap's over so we can hang out together. And I'm looking forward to things like that. So I'm not here to be negative tonight, but I am going to bring up some of the stuff that's going on and talk about some really fun stuff and some cool videos I have coming up, some cool accessories and firearms that I've brought up to the shop here to do videos on. So let's try and have a good time, but just talk amongst each other. I think it's time right now to come up with a little bit of a plan. You know, I mean, I'm not flying the flag completely upside down right now, but thinking about it, I'm afraid she's in trouble, guys. But at the same time, I'm really smiling because I can see like 30 people that I see right here that are my friends. So let me scroll back up to the top here. Say hi to you guys. Sorry if it bores you, but ever since last Friday when I signed off, I've been looking forward to saying hi to you guys. So I'm going to selfishly indulge and say hi to all of you I can. If I miss somebody, say hi to me again. It's never on purpose. And if you're liking the stream, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It helps a little bit because YouTube hates people like me and always tries to push me down the algorithm as far as possible. So you guys probably already know that, though. They hate me, which I take as a compliment. I wear that with a badge of honor, actually. I love it when people like them hate me. It means I must be doing something right in the world, right? Flying Rich, stay firsty. And he was indeed first. So shout out to Flying Rich. Great channel. Longtime friend of mine. He's been here from the beginning. Heck of a guy. So if you're not familiar with him, definitely check out his channel. I like to shout out good people in here, and he's one of them. He's a good dude. Daryl Ferguson, what's happening, man? From Michigan, of course. Speaking of which, Shojas from Michigan. What's happening, man? We've got Young King. How you doing? I saw your comment just an hour ago. I'm going to do a video dedicated to Virginia in the next couple days, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit tonight. And thanks, man, for... I knew about it, but thanks for bringing it to my attention. I always rely on you guys to keep me up to speed. You guys are pretty good. Shojas, right there. He says, how's it going, man? When this is all over, we definitely got to go shooting, dude. We do, man. I want to hang out with some of you guys so bad. M4 Johnny, what's happening, man? Reptile guys. He's holding down the post from Oregon. Good luck out on the West Coast, man. All you West Coast guys, I know it's not easy out there either. Trust me. Liberty or death? What's happening, man? This crisis legislation's out of control. Yes, sir. I agree. Bish bash. Dude, you've been sending me links. You've been looking out for me and my family. You're awesome, dude. So many of you guys that have been looking out for me, but you've been sending me links. Thank you so much about the unemployment and all that kind of stuff. Bill Alexander, Port Huron, another Michigan dude. Heck yeah. Let me just say this real quick. I love all of you to death, but the Michigan guys, yeah, maybe my favorites just a little bit, okay? But I like all of you. But the Michigan guys, yeah, you know. I might be just a little biased. If anyone's new to the channel, you can just guess what state I'm from, you know. I don't think I'm making it obvious, am I? Oh, man. Albert Kent, though. That's another good one. How you doing, man? You've been around a long time, too, dude. Nice to see you. Aaron Nipper from Idaho. Nice state. Makes me in the mood for French fries or something. What do you think? He's like, come on, dude. Could you be any more patronizing? No, Idaho's known for their potatoes. They're proud of it. Nice farmland out there for sure, man. Darcy, what's happening? From Nevada. Bill Alexander, I already said hi to you, but you're from Michigan, so I'll say hi twice. It's all good. Liberty or death? Bad news from the federal court screwing fishermen in the Northeast. Yeah, they're always after the fishermen. They're always after the hunter. People that are trying to provide food for people. I get it, dude. I know what's going on. Reptile guys, anybody hear about people saying they're going back to work on May 1st no matter what? Let me say this. May 1st is a good day, I'll just leave it at that. May 1st. Somebody pretty cool was born on that day, all right? But yeah, May 1st. We're going back to work, period. We're not asking. People are going back to work. Some people are already working right now. I know people going back to work Monday. They're just simply saying this right here. They're saying, I will not comply. And God bless them. So, yeah, some people are working right now, regardless of what the orders are. And that's fine with me. I could care less. I'm not law enforcement. Now, I'm not going to advise anyone to break the law. You guys know that, of course. But why would I care? People are going back to work right now. They're going back to work Monday. I know people that, quite frankly, just don't even give a crap. But May 1st, yeah, we're going to go back to work May 1st. I hear you, man. I'm glad to hear other people are talking about that. Let's make that a thing across the gun community. We're going back to work May 1st, or tonight, or tomorrow, or whenever we feel like it. And I'll go over that in a little bit. There's kind of some pretty important founding documents that kind of guarantee us the right that we can do these things, and any law that violates the Constitution is an unjust law. And anyone that takes that oath, politicians, law enforcement officers, military, National Guard, we thank you for your service if you're a good one, but remember that oath includes enemies both foreign and domestic. And anyone that blatantly violates the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, in my opinion, you don't need to be a legal scholar to know this. And I'm not a lawyer, but I don't need to be. That's illegal. Those are unjust laws. These are tyrants. These are enemies. Anybody that would take the First Amendment, go in the face of it. Mainly right now, we're looking at the right to peaceably assemble. It's written down. Here, let me read it real quick to you guys. I mean, we know what it says, but let's read exactly what it says. First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States of America. These United States, I would say. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. You're allowed to go to church, people. Hey, underlying health conditions, you're worried about catching the flu. If you don't want to go to church, that may be the responsible thing to do, okay? But they can't stop you. That's what it says. Or abridging the freedom of speech, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm calling them out. I'm not going to threaten them. I don't do those things, but I'm going to call them out. That's written down right here. Or of the press, also covers this channel. Or the right of the people to peaceably assemble. So when they say that you can't meet up with your friends, when they say that you can't go certain places, too many people are gathering together. Well, you know what? With all due respect, Governor, let me say it a different way. With all lack of respect, because I have no respect for you, Governor. The First Amendment says different, and that's law of the land, and you're not. The right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. That's not a suggestion. That's not something to sit and pontificate on. That's not something in theory. No, it's pretty stark, clear words that can be understood by, quite frankly, anybody. Even if somebody can't read. If somebody reads it to them, they understand what that means. To be an American. The right to peaceably assemble. Now, I've said this in regards to the Second Amendment, and of course it applies to that and all the amendments, but I would know, just like the Second Amendment has no asterisk behind it, neither does the First. Look it up, guys. It's real easy to Google. I just read it to you. There's no asterisks in it. It doesn't say asterisks unless the flu is going around, unless people are getting sick. It definitely doesn't say unless people are scared. Because those were scary times when these documents were written. These were some real deal. These were some real deal dudes that signed their names to that death sentence at that time called the Declaration of Independence, where they acknowledged these unalienable rights endowed upon us by our Creator. Shortly after they declared the independence, they won the war. Not because they probably weren't a little bit scared. No, because they were tough and they believed in liberty and because they had God on their side. And God blessed them. And they said, you know what? We're not going to live under tyranny of the king anymore. It's not going to happen. Founding fathers said things like, give me liberty or give me death. There's the picture of the flag, the original snake flag, where it shows the snake broken up into pieces. They said things like, stay free or die. They said stuff like those who would give up an essential liberty for a bit of perceived security will get neither liberty nor security and deserve neither. That's the frame of mind these people were in. And I've heard the ridiculous, preposterous argument that, well, there's an implied asterisk in the First Amendment and the Second Amendment. Of course, if people are getting sick. Of course, if people are scared. Of course, if there's a flu going around. The flu is a serious sickness, guys. Every year, many, many people die of the flu. So when I say the flu, I'm not taking this lightly. The flu can be very, very serious. On a light year, 30,000 people die of it or so. On a heavy year, 70,000. Sometimes up to 100,000. In which they're predicting less people this year will die than that. If one person dies of the flu, God rest their soul. I truly mean it. So don't think for 1 minute I'm undermining people that are sick. That's not what this is all about, though. People get sick every year. From ashes to ashes, from dust to dust. Anyone who's born will someday die. And this is just the way it works on earth. And it's a scary thing, and I get it. And should people be responsible? Absolutely. If somebody out there is sick, if any of you guys are sick, don't go near people who are healthy. You wouldn't do that, though, because you're a good person, right? But here's the thing. People have been sick before. And as long as there's an earth and as long as there's people are always going to get sick. The Bible talks about plagues, famines, mass diseases. This has been around since recorded history. When the Founding Fathers wrote these documents, late 1700s, some people are actually literally pretending right now. They're literally pretending that they didn't know about the possibility of a lot of people getting sick. That's so ridiculous. Whoever's trying to make you believe that, that's the type of comment that requires the listener to be even stupider than the speaker. To say, well, the Founding Fathers couldn't have foreseen this. Oh, really? What about the plague? The famous The Plague around the 1630s? The Founding Fathers knew about that. That's been one of the most recorded sicknesses of all time. If they wanted to, and the Founding Fathers were smart people, they had words, they had the best words, eloquent speakers, very practical speakers. They wrote it so concisely, they thought it'd be impossible to tear it down. Well, as Ben Franklin said, as long as we could keep the republic, right? That's what we would have. It always relied on us the whole time. And people say, well, they couldn't have even imagined something like this. This is something that was just not even thought of. Like, no founding father, when they wrote these things, ever. Oh, that's bullcrap. You guys know it. Anyone with even half a brain cell knows that's not true. Look at what happened when the plague hit. Scarlet fever, yellow fever, measles. I mean, if they wanted to put the asterisks in there and say the right to peaceably assemble, asterisks, unless people are getting sick, they would have put that in there, right? But they didn't, because our founding fathers in the founding country wasn't that the founding fathers granted us anything. They acknowledged we're born with these rights. You don't have to be a Christian to have these rights. Just if you believe you have a creator, if you believe you were created, these rights are endowed upon you by that creator. And since they're not given to you by government, government can never take them away. And it doesn't matter what decree, what ordinance, how many fancy doctors get up and say whatever, how many secretaries of all the different departments or say whatever, doesn't matter. Our rights are above their pay grade. And the founding fathers never granted us anything, if you look. Not one of these amendments says you are hereby granted by Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin and George Washington. Great people. I wish they were in power today. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't be worried about where I'm going to get my next money to pay my bills if they were in power today. Trust me. But I digress. They didn't give us those rights, as great as they were. No, they didn't even hold a candle to God, and they knew that. There's nothing that grants us anything by government. All these are is prohibitions of the government, telling the government, you are hereby prohibited from treading on the rights of the people. And as far as I'm concerned, until they just tear this whole country down and call it People's Republic of whatever, up and until that happens, and I'm going to fight till my dying breath to stop that from happening. But up and until that happens, it's not going to happen, guys. We need to make sure it doesn't happen. But up and until then, this is still the United States of America. And the founding documents have a strict prohibition. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or of the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. It says it right there. So when your governor says, well, I know better. I know better than anyone. I know better for you. I can make your personal decisions for you. I can decide your health and safety for you. Oh, really? Really? You trust somebody like that? A politician that we know lie about virtually everything? Heck, even the good ones, even the ones we like still lie. They just might not lie quite as much as the one we don't like. But it doesn't even matter. You can agree with your governor. You can love your governor. If you love your governor, great. It doesn't matter what they say, though. The First Amendment's there. And until the United States of America ceases to be a country, that is the law of the land. Now, it looks like to me, some of these people want to tear down the country. Many say they've already done a good job of tearing it down. People say that, and I don't know. I feel in some regards the American spirit's going strong. But in other regards, I can see that, okay? I can see it. Because it looks like a lot of people are just fine with this. But here's the good news. It looks like there's a lot of people who are not fine with this at all. Because you know why? There's still a lot of people that believe there's a higher authority that gave us these rights. And I don't care what religion you guys are. This is the United States of America. And in my opinion, wherever you are in the whole world that's watching this, I believe no matter what country you're in. It sucks that your government didn't put that down in the founding documents. I get it. But you still have a creator too. And anyone in the whole world is born with unalienable rights, in my opinion. And you know, today's a very special day for a lot of people in this country, in the state of Michigan, and throughout the world. You know? Good Friday. Christians believe, and I certainly do, that probably this is, well, I believe this, and I don't care what you guys believe. You can disagree with me all you want. I don't care, but the only perfect man that ever walked the earth died for us. Not really for our time on earth, though, but for our eternity. And you know what? Any of these people in this country, sorry, they don't have the authority. I think he goes a little bit above them, just a little bit over their head. Probably like an infinite amount, though, right? And that's how I look at it. And if you guys have another creator that's not God and is not Jesus Christ, then that's the person, entity, being, something that's probably too complicated to describe in most religious instances, right? That's who you're going to have to rely on for your eternity. Because like I said earlier, we're all going to live a long time, okay, guys? I still have a lot of heck to raise on this earth, and I have a lot of good times to have, okay? But like I said earlier, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. We're all going to die. And you know what? Gretchen Whitmer's not going to save my soul. And Gretchen Whitmer, quite frankly, has no authority on what I do on this earth. If she's going to violate the First Amendment, she's not only given up her authority, but she's declared herself an enemy of not just me and all of you guys, because we all have our rights equally. The oath is to protect all of us. But what about all the veterans out there? What about the ones from the greatest generation? Most of them are dead now. I'm sure most of them are right with God. And if they're not, then that's up to them. But do they care what Whitmer had to say? No, but they took that oath. And they fought off countries in World War II. And some of these people are still alive. And I doubt there's any watching. But if they were, I'd be so honored. I don't even know if I could finish this stream to know that someone from that war was still alive. And I've known so many good ones, and they've all left this earth. But you know what? They took that oath. They went island hopping. I had great uncles, God rest their soul, that told me what it was like to go in there. One of my best friends, J.R. Copeland. Hold on a second. The one that gave me this hat that I used to wear in all my videos, and I finally stopped wearing it. You know why? Because first of all, I will not comply. And second of all, if I wear the hat much more, it's going to fall apart. And I'm a little sentimental, and this is a physical item that I have to remember this man by. Army Ranger. Navigated through more landmines than you could even count with machine gun fire from the Germans that were fighting for the Third Reich. Took the oath before he went on those beaches in a place called Normandy, France. And said, I will protect and defend against enemies, foreign and domestic. Now, those were foreign enemies. And foreign enemies that were leading countries back then. They were taking away their people's rights. They were taking away their guns. They were taking away their freedom of religion. They were taking away their freedom to peaceably assemble. They were taking people and hoarding them up like cattle in cattle cars. In the United States of America, right now, people that were elected that are promising to keep us safe because the Führer himself said, he was going to do all this to keep people safe from a bad people, from a diseased vermin. Well, guess what? We're getting corralled up right now into confined spaces in the United States of America. Hundreds of thousands of brave souls took that oath. A lot of them died on foreign lands and never even got to come home. A lot of them came back as heroes, and they are heroes. And all of you who have served are heroes, no matter what war you were in. Even if you didn't go to war, you signed up, you took the chance. If you were called on, you were going to go to war. Some heroes died in battle. Some of them came back here and died of old age. Why? Why? To stop dictators who believed that they could keep people from leaving their homes, who said that people couldn't assemble, couldn't talk to each other anymore, couldn't practice their religion the way they saw fit, couldn't have the right to keep and bear arms. And now we have people right here, right now. Now, I'm not going to try to exaggerate. I'm not saying that they're literally doing everything right now that leaders have done in other countries in the past. I'm not saying that. But I think it's kind of weird that in Michigan, if you're an essential worker, they give you papers. Show your papers. Do you guys remember a country that we fought in World War II? People like J.R. Copeland, my good friend, no longer with us. God bless his soul. Went over to fight. Governments that made people show their papers. We have papers right now in the state of Michigan and in many other states. In some areas, people are just kind of driving around doing their own thing, and it's just fine. In some areas of this country, some cities, some states, show your papers. So, it doesn't matter to me. Governor, whatever. You really want to try to take my First Amendment? Really? Okay. What about that other flag that I'd like to see a lot more people flying right now, by the way? The one that says, come and take it. You want my First Amendment? Come and take it. I can talk. I can assemble. Now, I'm a perfectly reasonable person. I'm never going to express my rights to tread on anyone else's. If I was sick, I wouldn't get in the personal space of somebody because that's not my right to do that. Okay? And I believe that's the way any responsible person should be. I'm not going to practice a religion that says I have to kill people. I don't believe that that's covered under the First Amendment because now you're taking somebody else's life, which is their ultimate natural right. So I don't want to do that either. Okay? But I'll tell you what, as long as I'm peaceably assembling, she can't take it. And I think a lot of people feel to this point, he, she, whoever your governor is, you're just not really going to care unless and until they actually physically come and take it. And hopefully, if they do, there better be some patriots to come and have their backs, because I'm not going to hurt anybody. I don't threaten anybody. I don't even have time to worry about anybody else, okay? But you know what? If I feel like going somewhere tomorrow, First Amendment says I can, doesn't it? I haven't really been looking at the chat for a while, guys. I'll say, what do you guys think? But I'm sure you guys have already told me what you thought by now. Either right on, dude, or dude, you're crazy as heck. But no, I mean, I don't know. I have common sense. Not the common sense that the liberals try to always push on us, but real common sense. If you're sick, don't go by somebody else. Like, duh, right? Like, I don't want to hurt anybody, but nobody's going to tell me that I can't go anywhere. No, I don't acknowledge brown shirts. I don't acknowledge papers. I don't need papers to freely move about the country. There's another amendment that covers that, by the way. Raw Feeding 101 with the super chat. He says, happy Friday, bro. 13.3K subscribers. Is that how many I have? I haven't even looked. That's pretty cool. Thanks, man. Another awesome channel, you know. If you guys are looking for stuff to do while you're herded up, corralled up right now, either because you want to be, which is just fine, or maybe against your will. I think we have some of both, right? Good channel, great channel. Especially, you need to be taking care of your pets and animals right now. They need you too. You need them. And this is a really good channel. Anyone that has a dog, by the way, like, you're seriously wrong if you're not watching his videos and his live streams. Great channel, and a true friend of mine too. Okay, I'm so far behind the chat here, it like just skipped on me. I thought I saw a super chat from Ammo Wizard. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, man. Ed Reyes, he says, nothing beats being free and truly alive. It's great to appreciate all those beautiful things in life that are free. When you let go of the mainstream media, brainwashed, materialistic crap. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And among these are the pursuit of right, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's really what this country's all about. Yeah, they enumerated all these things in the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments that strictly prohibited government, because they were always afraid of a tyrannical government, right? They had just fought to overcome one, and they knew human nature, right? One of the founding fathers said, and men are not angels, or because men are not angels, I think is how it's worded. They knew that, but really the main thing that we need to focus on is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If you truly have all three, what more do you need on this earth? Your spirituality, with whatever God you believe, you're going to turn your soul over to. And then on this earth, earthly, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's all you need. And that includes the green grass, going out smelling the flowers, watching your little girl say daddy and run up to you and give you a hug. And if you're watching, baby girl, that's the best thing that happened to me all day. When you ran up to me and gave me a hug and literally, daddy. No, that's not the best thing that happened to me today. Every time you do that, that's the best thing that's happened to me in my whole life. And that's all we want. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We don't carry guns to hurt anybody. You know why I carry a gun? To protect my country. Because even though I've never served, I've never taken the oath, I still believe in protecting from enemies, foreign and domestic. I also believe in protecting my wife, my parents, my friends, and I believe in protecting that little girl. That's why I carry a gun. And to protect myself so daddy can come home and get that other hug. That's all I really want. Now, if the governor's going to make it where I can't feed that little girl and feed my family, that might change things that I want. You know what I mean? I'm going to take care of my family. I'm not going to ask her if I can take care of my family. I'm going to take care of my family. But I believe with Ed, get rid of the stupid fake news. The mainstream media is fake news. It's fake. It's 100% fake. It's fear-mongering. It's not worth a penny. They have millions of people watching their stuff every night. I have 100, which is like crazy. How do I even have 100 people in here? That's awesome. I'm not complaining. I'm saying they have millions. There's 100 of us hanging out, you know? And I bet you almost everyone who's in here Just wants to give somebody a hug or smell the flowers, or maybe some people like when it rains. Some people think it's awesome. I do too. To go to sleep and hear the rain hitting the shingles of the house, right? Your governor didn't make it rain. Your governor didn't give you your little boy, your little girl, your beautiful wife, your husband. There's girls in here too. The governor didn't give you that. Are you kidding me? Goes back to our creator again. Your creator is the only person that could give you things like that. Look at your little boy or girl, whatever age they are. Because you know what? My mom tells me all the time I'm still her little boy. And I love it. It's so sweet, right? You think anyone in the government could create something like that? Look at your daughter. Look at your son. Did the government create that? Heck no. Heck no. But they sure think that they can take our lives away from us, don't they? They think they can lock us up in the house. New supposed ordinance, I'll get into that in a minute, says right here. Probably, by the way they're interpreting it and defining it. Couple teenage boys. Say you got a 12-year-old and a 10-year-old boy or girl. Girls are great at playing baseball too. They're playing catch. The ball rolls in the neighbor's yard. You can actually, by technicality, go to jail for that right now. Yep. Yep. You think the founding fathers wanted that? Huh? Jameson Hurley. How's it going, man? Thanks for the super chat. It truly does help, man. I never ask you guys for money. I'm still not, but I'm out of work right now. I think you guys know that. Still can't even apply for the federal unemployment. Applied for the SBA stuff. Haven't even gotten anything back from that. Since I don't get a tax refund, I'm self-employed. I pay. They don't have my routing and transit number, so I won't be getting a direct deposit this week for the stimulus. People in my category that don't get refunds have to pay 20 weeks, they said, best case scenario. I'll get that. But it's a misdemeanor today, right now, for me to work, and a $1,000 fine. But I still, as of right now, they say Monday. We'll see what happens. I don't believe anything they say. I can't even apply for the federal unemployment since I've only paid taxes for a number of years and never gotten a refund. I know you guys pay too. That's not what I'm trying to say. But self-employed, we don't withhold money from ourselves. We just pay quarterly, yearly, monthly, depending on how big your business is. So the nuts and bolts of it's this. They don't have my routing and transit number because I haven't gotten a refund from these people since I don't know when. So I wait 20 weeks for that. Yeah. The big companies, the big businesses in this country, because neither party, I'm sorry, neither party is truly for the people, the working class people like me. Now, do I align myself with the Republicans way more often than the Democrats? Of course. But I'm just being frank on this one topic. Neither of the parties care about literally me or people, small businesses like me, or like probably most of you people. Because I'll tell you what, you know what I've been learning already? This SBA, Small Business Administration, loans, 0% interest rate. The first 10,000 is a grant, and you don't have to pay it back if you use it for this and that. The big companies that are already worth millions and billions of dollars, that have accountants and attorneys on staff, that have law degrees and master's degrees and how to fill out complicated, convoluted paperwork. They're filling out the paperwork perfectly, accurately, precisely. I've already talked to millionaires who have received their free small business grant. But a guy like me, who barely even plowed snow this year, that doesn't even have $100 to his name extra to go pay for 1 hour with an accountant, let alone have my own team of accountants, I don't get crap. The rich people that know how to work the system, they're getting the stimulus that was passed under the guise of we have to protect the small businesses, the millions and millions of small businesses. Now, if there's a small business that's truly a small business, like a guy that goes out and works by himself, or the husband and wife team that might have 0 or 5 employees, if you guys have one of those businesses and you got your 10 grand, that's awesome. God bless you. I'm not jealous. Like, I hope somebody's going to tell me they got it. None of the truly small businesses I know have gotten 1 penny. But all the big businesses are raking in millions out of that stimulus package. And then you know who's going to pay for it? All the small businesses. When they increase our taxes to pay for they say it's 2.2 trillion. They say it's 4 trillion. Then they say it's 6 trillion. We're going to pay for it because the people that don't work at all, that are 100% broke, many of them by their own choosing, some just weren't dealt a good hand. And I do believe in charity. If somebody was born and God just didn't bless their body as much as most of ours, I do want to help take care of them. You guys know that. And I think you guys do too. But the people that just choose not to work, they pay no taxes. You know who else doesn't pay any taxes? The true billionaires don't pay taxes. You know who's getting all the government stimulus money? The people that don't work and the billionaires. If you go to a country like Ethiopia, do you know what you see? You see stuff that'll make you cry. Literally make you cry. You know what's happening there? You've got billionaires at the very top, and then you have people starving to death. And there's really nothing in between. And as far as I can see, I don't see anything they're doing for the middle class at all with this stimulus. Nothing. I mean, I can't tell you what other people are saying, but I can speak to the God's honest truth. I applied for the SBA. Nothing. Nothing. Crickets. Nothing. I got a confirmation number from them that said I was the 3,000th person in the whole country to apply. You know why? I didn't go to bed that night. I was so hard up from a bad snow season and this impending doom from our governor. I stayed up all night to make sure I could apply for that. I was up so early in the morning, it was still late at night. That's how early I applied. Minute the website opened, I was hitting refresh until it finally opened. Like literally, I'm not telling you guys, I'm not lying. Like literally, that's what happened. Haven't heard nothing. It's been weeks ago. I'm not complaining about myself, guys, as much as this. I think there's a lot of people who are going through the same thing I am. And I'm really just telling you this to let you know that you're not alone. I hear you. And also that I don't think any of this is for normal people. I really don't. Now, please tell me I'm wrong. Please tell me that you guys are getting taken care of. I want to see 3 of my best friends in here that own businesses that are going to say, dude, I got the 10 grand. And I'm going to be so happy just to hear that. I really want to hear good news from somebody in here. You know what I'm saying? I really do. The Reptile guys, super chat. Thanks so much, dude. I really appreciate it. And none of this me talking about not working. This isn't me asking you guys for money, please. I do appreciate anyone that wants to help, because I know you're doing it just because you're good people and you're just trying to help. So I appreciate it, but I'm not asking. I'm just letting you guys know, though, like, this is the reality. I can sell some guns and stuff to feed myself, okay? But my point is this. I just don't see anything going on right now that's actually helping the true working man. The true working man. Alan McClure. How's it going, Alan? He says, I have $71. God bless you, Alan. I hope something goes your way, man. Have you been helped yet by the government, Alan? Has the government made you whole? That's what I would ask. That's what I would ask. You don't have to answer me, dude. Your business is fine, but Alan, people like Alan, have they made you whole yet? Dauntless Defense. How's it going, Dauntless? Just remember the phrase, the check's in the mail. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I haven't bought any guns lately. I just went and picked up another transfer of something I bought a couple months ago when I thought I was going to be in my busy season right about now. I'm supposed to be so busy right now. I'm like filling up the holes that I had to dig for it not snowing all winter. You guys that work in the outside trades know what I'm talking about, you know? Mark Taylor, slave class here. Okay. So I think a lot of you guys are relating to what I was getting at. I think you guys are relating, you know? I think there's a lot of regular people in here. Is there people in this chat? I think there are that have calluses on their hands that, you know, even after you cut your nails, there's still a little dirt on them. Is there people like that in here? I think that's who I'm hanging out with right now. And that's how I want it to be too. You know what? If there's someone in here who's a doctor and lives in $1 million house, that's cool too. I don't care how much money you have. You can have a lot of money and be a great person. You can have nothing and be a great person. I don't think it has anything to do with it. But I'll tell you what. There's not many good ones in Washington, D.C. right now. There's not many good ones in Lansing either. But I will say this. Talked about it last week. People like in Michigan, Senate Majority Leader Shirkey. People like my state representative, Bellino. Many others. They came in and did what they could. They negotiated with the governor. They put it in writing. They tried to barter and tried to strong arm her. Here's the fact. She's the executive. Executive orders. Now, I know what happened. Same thing that happened to Trump. They agreed to let her extend the order in Michigan. They tried to carve out things for landscapers, outdoor contractors who automatically socially distance themselves anyways, just by the nature of our work. They tried their hardest, but she wouldn't negotiate. She wouldn't budge. And if they didn't sign the extension, they would have all lost their elections. Anybody right now, any politician who doesn't go along with this flu, they're going to lose. And you know what? I've been thinking about this. At first, I said they just need to be principled on this, which they do, but it's really not up for them to be principled on it. We're the ones that need to be principled on it. Because here's the deal. I think I saw Flying Rich say it earlier and like 10 other people. If we don't comply, then who cares? I think. Now, I'm not going to put words in anyone's mouth specifically, but I think some of these people that are representing us Lansing, because there's a few good ones. I've met a few of the Republicans that are pretty darn patriotic in Michigan. And I think throughout these 50 states, you guys all probably have a few good ones that are fighting amongst all the swamp in your states, right? There's always a couple good ones. Once you get to the federal level, there literally might be one or two good ones, okay? But, you know, I like Thomas Massey, you know, people like that. But there's still some good ones on the state level. I know some of these people, okay? Not many, though. Not many, but a few. I think a lot of them are hoping we just won't comply. Because you know what? If they all make sure they don't get reelected, which on its face might sound cool at first, like all the Republicans denied, you know, saving people from the flu. You know how the media, the fake news, the news is fake. Fake. If you took nothing from tonight, just remember, these are our God-given rights that were given to us by our Creator. And Jesus died for our sins today, on this day. Remember that, and remember that the news is fake. The fake news will get in there, and they will say, all the Republicans in Michigan, or Idaho, or Kentucky, or Tennessee, or Florida, all these good states I'm seeing in here, the Republicans didn't care if everybody died. And you know what? They'll lose the election. You know why we have this? This is a family-friendly show. Okay, why we have this beauty? Why we have this beauty in the governor's mansion in Michigan? And she's a beauty. She's a real beauty, let me tell you. Because of the Flint water crisis. Because the fake news was able to pin that on the Republicans. And if they can pin this Kung flu on the Republicans, they're all going to lose office in Michigan and in all the other states. So what are they doing? I don't know. They're extending it. And part of me is like, you sellouts, you traitors, why are you going along with this governor? But then again, what's the alternative? If all the Michigan Republicans stand up and block her legislatively, you know what happens? 99% of them lose. We have a super majority of Democrats. We lose every gun rights. And then the next catastrophe, the next time somebody sneezes in the state of Michigan, it's going to get 10 times worse. That's why it sucks to be a politician. That's why we have the swamp. Because you're always sitting there robbing from Peter to pay Paul, selling your soul to the one devil to try to like save it from the other devil. You guys know what I'm saying? This is complicated. But I do know many of the Michigan Republicans. And I know you guys can speak up for your own states, okay? A lot of you guys. I just have to keep checking Michigan a little more because I might live here, if you know what I mean. I live here. I do. Proud to be a Michigander. Ashamed of my governor. Ashamed of my governor. Shame. Governor Whitmer, shame. And I'm going to publicly shame her because as long as we still have the United States, I can, right? But yeah, people like her, you guys that are just listening, I'm grimacing right now. I'm keeping this family friendly because I'm a very friendly guy, okay? So anyways, yeah, this is live, music lover. How's it going? But yeah, do you guys know what I'm saying? Let's see here. We've got Mike Bashert. Amen, bro. I'm in your boat. Jesus is coming soon. Thank you for being our voice. Peace. Peace to you, man. You know what? I'm not a prophet. I can't. I will tell you this, though. I will tell you guys this. The Bible does say Jesus is coming back. I'll tell you that much. That much is pretty clear. He is coming back. So, Bill Randall here. What happened, man? He says, hey, y'all. I didn't miss it for once. No, you missed about the first 45 minutes, but we're just getting started. After I'm done, I don't know. Do we call this a rant or hanging out or just, in my opinion, I'm just speaking the truth? I don't know. Could I be wrong on everything I'm saying? Maybe, but at least I'm being honest with you guys. When I'm done going over all this, I definitely have some cool stuff I'm going to be showing you guys. So we'll talk about guns. We'll talk about some accessories. Now, keep in mind, out of the corner of my eye, I've seen a couple people say, you know, show us some of the guns. Just to update you guys, there's been a rule for actually a couple months now on YouTube. I can't touch guns during live streams, guys. I don't like that rule. I don't want to comply with it, but it's this simple. If I hold one up, they're just going to end it. Our night's over. It doesn't prove anything. So, yeah, I know. It's one of those. I've ranted about it in the past, but just to fill in some of the guys that aren't real familiar, you know, with the YouTube's policies, I cannot touch a gun, even though this is a firearms channel, during a live stream. Alan McClure with the super chat. Thanks so much, man. I really appreciate it. And it sounds like you're in just as much, if not worse, of a boat than me. And it would make me feel guilty, but it doesn't, dude. And I really appreciate it because I know you did it from the heart, and I just really appreciate it, dude. I really do. And if there's any way I can help you guys, just let me know, man. No, seriously, because I don't know. Maybe I'm entertainment for some of you guys. I try to help you guys, though, on here. I really do. So many people that are getting into their first gun, or maybe they have more guns than me, but they're just getting into a certain gun. When I do my videos, I like to teach, and I'm hoping that I can help you guys with certain questions you have about your firearms. Maybe give you a little more confidence to safely use it. I also like to remind people of our God-given rights. And maybe you don't like to watch the fake news, so I like to break a lot of stories on here about, you know, this tyrant's going after this, or they're trying to pull this fast one over on us, right? So I'm all about helping, but I feel like you guys probably do a lot more for me than I do you, because it's every day. It's not once a day. It's 10 times a day. I go through the comments, and people are sending me links. Here's how you apply for the unemployment in Michigan. You know, here's a certain congressman you can contact. And I think I exaggerated when I said 10. It's 100 times. Between that and all the people saying, hey, man, how are you doing? Are you okay? People just asking me, are you okay? I hope your family's good. So like I said, you guys do a lot more for me than I could ever do for you. But I'm always trying to help people out on here. I really am. And I'm trying to have a good time and hang out, you know. I guess that's the selfish part, too, is I'm hoping you guys have a good time on this channel. But quite frankly, I'm trying to have a good time, too. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe in zero sum. Some people do. I don't. I believe you can have a great time, and so can I. And it doesn't really subtract from each other. So I think that's always the best case scenario, you know. Mark Baxter, you do entertain, but you speak truth that libs fight against. I appreciate what you do, brother. And thanks for the encouragement, man. Guero M, much love and respect to you all. God will get us through this and make us closer as fellow Americans. Exactly. And you guys offering encouragement to each other. That's important, okay? I'm going to go through. I've probably skipped 90% of these comments. I'll read them later. I always do. And you know, don't take stuff for granted. There may be someone in this chat. There may be a lot of people in this chat tonight that are really getting down. They're really getting down right now. And they might need this encouragement. So this is on all of us. It's on all of you guys. I need all you guys encouraging me, but you guys need each other. Encourage each other. If there's anyone out there right now that's literally just feeling pretty down, say, hey, man, does anyone want to talk to me? I guarantee you, if there's someone on here who needs someone to talk, you just throw out your IG, you throw out your Facebook and say, hey, I need to talk to a patriot. Does anyone want to PM me? Come back here and see if this happens. You'll have 10 people that get a hold of you in the next 24 hours. So please just be there for each other right now. Literally, you need each other. You know what I'm saying? Glock and Load. Hey, bud, I could use a chat, man. I hope you're doing all right, Glock and Load. Here's my email. Now, I get a lot of emails, guys. I'll answer them as quick as I can. Sometimes I miss some of them. It's just, it happens. just because I'm only one person. But let me put my email in here. Bill Alexander, I'm tired of being home. Let's roll. I think that's something a lot of people want to talk about too, Bill. And I think it's good if people are talking about that. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. So just realize, guys, that it's necessary. And well-regulated doesn't mean restricted. It means well-trained, at the ready. And the First Amendment gives you the right to peaceably assemble. So, Bill, yeah, I do believe there's people that probably, if we want to keep the security of our free state, probably do need to be getting together right now. Quite frankly, I'm not saying anything radical. I'm literally reading from the founding documents. Congress shall pass no law that prohibits the freedom to peaceably assemble. Take that in your left hand, and then in your right hand, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. Combine them together, and yeah, that's basically what the founding fathers said, did they not? So, I don't know. I think I'm reading what Bill Randall's saying. I think I'm reading him the right way. And if I'm not, then I would never put words in your mouth. And guess what? He said we are the militia. Let me put my email in here, guys. 2A EDU on Facebook. 2A EDU group on Facebook. Heck of a fun group, by the way, if you guys like to do Facebook. Let's see here. 2A __ EDU Instagram. Some people send me messages over there. Let me type my email in here real quick. Okay. rockshooter79@gmail.com. Okay. Let's see here. I'm just taking a quick look at the chat here. Cave Dave, what's happening, man? He says, I think you need to pull out your Chinese double folder, full auto, and do a desk pop, pop, pop in the stream. Oh, that'd be funny. No, I mean, desperate times, like I say, there's the argument on here, okay? And it's a fun argument. People say stuff like, well, 10 millimeter versus 357 Magnum, okay? 40 versus 9 millimeter. Well, those are good debates. They really are. But when there's too many tyrants in your midst, what do you guys think about this? 40 millimeter tube, 80 millimeter projectile. So 44 mag, you know, this is how it always starts. Let me back up. The 380 guy. All right. Hey, whatever, 380. I carry one as my backup / secondary / when I can't carry a gun. At least I got my 380. Because even when I can't carry one, still always have one, right? And then the 9 guy comes in and says 9's greater than 380. Haha, you sissy, right? Then there's the 40 guy. I'm skipping some, of course. Then there's the 357 SIG guy, 357 Magnum, 10 mil. And then usually the guy comes in and says 44 mag for the win. Once in a while, though, a guy will be like, no. You have no clue, dude. Like, I've got a 50 BMG Derringer, dude. Like, literally. Okay, for the win. Nope. 80 millimeter projectile for the win. So I just have that back there next to the paper goods, guarding the paper goods, because quite frankly, that's one of the hottest commodities right now, isn't it? Any rolled paper product. First, it was the toilet paper, and then after people realize you're never going to see that for the rest of your life, like, that's only for first world countries, right? After all the executive orders, I don't know that we're a first world country anymore to ever see toilet paper again. So now it's become paper towel, right? So the paper towel is well guarded with, quite frankly, some would still call it small arms. Some would call it artillery. And then Mateo comes in, 105 millimeter for the win. See, there's always that guy, okay? There's always that guy. But he's my moderator, and he's been working hard already getting some of the weak-minded trolls out of here tonight. So I'll cut him some slack. 5.7 mini rifle round. There you go, the 5.7. Don Honecker, what's happening, Don? Another guy helping me out on my Facebook group as always. What's happening, man? Another Michigan dude? No. You guys know I'm messing around. Look, I'm a big person. I believe in personal liberty and choice, right? I never tell you guys what round to carry. I like them all. How about that? I literally do, though. I'm not just saying that to be corny. I like all of them. Do I like some more than others? Of course. For some situations, do I like one over the other? Of course. But there's a situation out there, quite frankly, for every round that exists. I've literally never seen a round of ammunition that I advocate that they get rid of, quite frankly. Even if I don't own anything in it, they all just have their own point for something, right? So there you go. But when it comes to true brute force stopping power, I can say in this context, RPG greater than 5.7, probably, quite frankly, greater than any pistol caliber. I think I can say that. Can I say that, guys? Or no. We got the gun community, okay? You guys are too free of thinkers for that. Someone's gonna challenge me on that, and it's all good. I'm messing with you guys right now, but I wasn't joking. 80 millimeter projectile, rocket, you know. Any caliber is better than a sharp stick, unless it's 40, right? Ooh. Oh. Gosh, guys, geez, I was just joking. 40's fine. I would show it to you to prove it, but I can't. I can't do it. YouTube rules. Glock 22's right over there. Back off, 40 guys. Back off, 40 guys. Don Honecker, RPG for the win. Yes, sir. Let's see here. I thought I saw some other people chilling in here. Z-Fayal, what's happening, man? Pillbox Bumper. What's going? Bunker. How's it going, dude? I said Pillbox Bumper. Are you kidding me? He's going to whip my butt for that, too. Because I'm actually going to be seeing him in the next couple days. Whew. I'm going to get my butt whipped for that one. How's it going, Pillbox? What's happening, man? He's a friend, guys. He's a good friend. What a good dude. Llama, thanks him for his new ride, right? Oh, yeah. Threaded for my pleasure. There's another good one, man. What's happening? Love you, brother. Great stream as always. Thanks, dude. I really appreciate you too, man. Bill Randall says, I have met one guy who knows a guy who has the flu. Look, I'm not a medical professional. You guys know that. And for those of you that are wondering why I'm ranting and raving about this crap, I'm ticked off. I'm ticked off because she's under attack. Lady Liberty, blindfolded, with a set of scales and a sword. Liberty's supposed to fight back, guys. They're literally tearing apart our First Amendment, our Second Amendment, our whole Bill of Rights. They're tearing it down. And, like, we can chew gum and walk at the same time, right? I can be passionate and compassionate both about not getting people sick. I can also have compassion for people who are sick. And I believe there's people that get sick every day in this country for many reasons. God bless their souls, and we need to pray for all of them. And we can do all that and be 100% sincere while at the same time wanting to retain our God-given rights and this grand experiment on self-governance of the people by the people. As Ben Franklin said, a republic, if you can keep it. We can want both. Just because we don't want our First Amendment, our religious liberty, our right to peaceably assemble, just because we don't want it violated does not mean that we don't care about people. And that if we're sick, that we're not going to contaminate others. That's just what decent people do. You can be smart and decent at the same time. You can be caring and compassionate and be tough as nails at the same time. The toughest people that I've ever met in my whole life are the kindest people. People that cry when their little girl gives them a hug because they appreciate the most beautiful things in life are the people you don't want to mess with. And it goes back to what I said earlier. The fake news. Fake. They're trying to convince people, and I hate to admit this, but they're being pretty darn successful at it. They are literally convincing people that for you to be a compassionate person, for you to be a caring person, that you have to give up your God-given rights. Not only is that not true, but nothing could be further from the truth. People who love God, who love their God-given rights, people who believe in liberty, who believe in a constitutional republic. These are the people I know that care the most about people, that help people who are hungry, that pray for people when they're sick. You walk into the average church I know of, guess what? Everybody's praying for people who are down on their luck and need God's mercy, and they're carrying a gun. And anyone that tells you different is fake news. And they're brainwashing people, and they're trying to destroy our government. And they're trying to destroy God, and they're trying to destroy America. And they're not even hiding it anymore. There's no asterisks in the First Amendment. Anyone that tells you it is requiring you to be stupider than they are. And the people on the news are fake, and they're very stupid, and you should be ticked off that they're going to insult your intelligence enough to even think you might believe half this crap they're telling you. You would have to be 10 times dumber than them to even consider believing half this crap they're telling you. That you can't care about people and still love God and still love the Constitution. The fact that we love the Constitution proves how much we care about people. Because as I've always said, the Constitution protects everybody. The Second Amendment even protects people who are anti-gun. And although I'm a Christian, the First Amendment protects people that worship Satan himself. And they say we're not the ones that are level-headed, that we're not the ones that have compassion. I'll tell you what, there's probably people right here, right now, praying for people who are saying they're on hard times. I have a friend, and I don't know if he's watching right now, but he's in Michigan, not too far from me. If it wasn't for all this BS, and this is why I'm kind of ticked off tonight, just to let you guys know. My good friend went through one of the hardest things people have to go through. And his name's Jeremy Wilson, and he's a lot of you guys' friend. And he lost his wife not too long ago. And she fought hard, and he was with her right till the end, and they all fought hard. And the good Lord said, I've got her now, Jeremy. She's in a better place, and he knows that, but it's tough, and he went through that. There was hundreds of people praying for him and his family. Hundreds of people. We're the most compassionate, nicest, caring people in the whole world. And you know why he's not here right now? Because I don't want photographic evidence of me committing a misdemeanor crime. He planned to come up to Michigan, and he's staying with another good friend. And God bless them and their family. I don't want to say their names because I respect privacy, but there's two really good people in this chat that my good friend Jeremy Wilson's hanging out with right now, okay? We planned this for months. Do you know how long I wanted to give this dude a hug? Praying for him thousands of miles away, which God doesn't care how far you are away. Your prayers are answered no matter how far you are. I wanted him to be sitting next to me right here, right now. We planned this months ago. Now, you know what? I might get a hair out my butt, and you might still see us in a video this week. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I just have to see if I have attorney's fees and money for bail right now. So, but I might just say screw it. Because my friend, who's a lot of you guys' friend, lives 2,000 miles away from me, or 1,800 or something like that. He's 20 miles up the road right now. And I've got a brown shirt running my state that says, show me your papers, or I will jail you. United States of America. God bless America. My governor is saying, God damn America. And God damn her. Damn her. She's not my governor. She has no authority over me. It's completely crap. If you guys want to know why I have a little bit of chip on my shoulder tonight, that's one of the reasons why. Mark Baxter, thanks for the super chat, dude. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, dude. Rudy Finney, $10 super chat. Thank you so much, man. You're awesome. You're totally awesome. Looks like I might be getting my bail money together right now, actually. You guys are helping me get my bail money together. No, I don't know. I mean, look, I'm not trying to exaggerate and over dramatize. Will they really jail people for hanging out with their friends? I don't know. I don't know. So I'm not a lawyer, so I can't read all the different edicts, but people have told me that you can't do anything right now. Nothing at all. my good friend that we prayed for so long. This was all planned, okay? This was all planned before China. And yes, I'm not going to be afraid to say it. I understand why the president had to stop saying it, and I kind of don't understand why he stopped saying it, if you guys know what I mean. I kind of wish he'd still say it, but I guess I kind of understand because I don't want Crazy Joe getting elected. But I'll say it right now. China. It comes from China. Period. China, China, China. Because of China, which we shouldn't even be dealing with them. My friend had to save up months to even buy a plane ticket. It's 20 miles from me right now. And I want him to be right here. You guys know what I'm saying? And again, this isn't about me feeling sorry for myself. I just hear you guys. You know what I'm saying? You guys are probably going through the same type stuff, aren't you? Let's see here. Sign the petition to remove the governor. Eddie, yes, sir. I completely agree. I completely agree. We do need to, even though they've passed laws in Michigan, unfortunately, in recent years that makes it like very, 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 very hard to remove a governor, but like extremely hard to remove the governor. Like I've looked into it a couple times. It's like, poor conservative, what's happening, man? Ask the poor conservative. He'll tell you. Poor conservative. How hard is it to remove this beauty? You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Cave Dave. You don't really need to say that for any reason, but I understand. Was that something I said, or? I don't remember saying anything that controversial. Let's see here. Gosh, it just skipped on me. I hate it when it does that. Where is Rudy Finney? Says, I appreciate everyone in this chat. Nice being here with like-minded people. Yep, yep. That's what I'm always saying. Shell Hawk, attorney fees might drain you dry. Nah, I don't know. I'm just, you guys get the point I'm making though, right? Let's see here. Can we remove the governor, poor conservative? Easy? No, he said it right there. Impossible in this leftist state. And it is literally basically impossible to remove the governor. So, let's see here. What do we got? Oh, Cave Dave. Yeah, I wasn't trying to use, I wasn't cursing at God. I was actually damning her. I wasn't even trying to use damn in the I hear you. That's fine. That's fine. I guess I was actually hoping that he would put damnation on her, quite frankly, but that's not my role to do that. I'll agree with you. I will agree with you on that. I don't have any authority to be asking him to do that. You're right. The Lord's name in vain, bro. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. I get it. He who is without sin cast the first stone. You guys can look that one up too. Chuck R, $30, ammo relief fund. Dude, that's awesome, man. And I have actually shot quite a bit of ammo just in the last week here. So we definitely have some videos coming up. Definitely, where I'm going to be shooting some rounds. And luckily I bought them when the prices were still cheap. But if I have to replenish, then yeah. Oh, ammo prices. It's insane, isn't it? Like literally insane. Like it's a good deal. If you're literally spending like, I don't know. I've seen like brass 9mm. Like one place had it for 12, but normally like 15 is a good deal. And it was like $8 just a month ago. It's literally crazy. You know? Like literally crazy. Actually, yeah. JBM water too. You can cross the state to buy food. Meet him at Kroger. Actually, that is actually true. You're right, dude. It's weird how this stuff works. So, or a lottery ticket. It doesn't say where you have to go to buy the lottery ticket. That's the interesting part. So, yeah, I could drive all the way across the state to buy a lottery ticket or food or booze or tobacco or all those things, you can still buy it, right? So yeah, I could literally say, like, I'm driving across the state to get a fifth of Jack, a pack of cigars, and a lotto ticket, right? Which are all things that are perfectly legal to buy in the state. And I guess you're right. You're right. That is a good way to look at it. You could literally drive forever. Yeah. You guys are pretty tough, though. You guys are. You guys are tough and a little bit judgmental, and that's fine. That's fine. I sinned, guys. Deal with it. I'm not perfect. Did anyone really come in here thinking that I was Jesus? Because I'm not, okay? And I get passionate and I rant. I believe Jesus died for my sins, and I do. I'm not Jesus, okay? I'm not perfect, okay? And I know people have a problem with that, and that's fine. I don't care. Really, I mean, I don't care. I can't care. How can I care? How can I care when another human being is going to judge me? Is going to judge me for falling short of the glory of God? How could I care about that? I really can't. Okay. That's how this works, though. That's how this works. Governor Whitmer's going to take away all of our God-given rights. All of our God-given rights. And I'm calling her out more than any of you. And you guys are going to end up getting mad at me while she comes and takes us all out. And to be quite frankly, that's how much of the Second Amendment community's always been. Food for thought, boys. Food for thought, boys. Been around this for a long time. Been around this for a real long time. And there's a reason why we're losing. And we are losing. And I love you guys. I really do. And I'm going to be right back. I need to take a break. It's been over an hour. And I'll be back in just a minute. But just remember, we are losing this fight, guys. Keep that in mind. All right, let me see what's going on here. Yeah, Don Honecker. Yes, sir. She's the governor because of the Flint water crisis. Yes. And that's what I was getting at earlier. And I'm going to talk about Michigan for a second, but this applies to most of the states. There's always these things going on in your states. It was you Kentuckians, the pension, the depleted pension. You Kentuckians know what I'm talking about more than I do. But here was the Flint water crisis, and that's what's going on right now. I'm lucky enough to be friends with a couple of the good politicians in Michigan, and they said, look, dude, it goes something like this. If we don't sign the extension, we become the next Flint water crisis. And there'll be a handful of Republicans left in this whole state, and then we lose everything. Yeah. That's why if you go into politics and you're a true patriot, it sucks. It's a crappy job. And that's why a lot of them, at least on the state level, they just want to get out and go back home, which I believe is actually how our republic was designed and how it was supposed to operate. Go in there, be a public servant, serve we the people, make your little impact you can, and then get out of there and go back home. And that's how it is on a lot of the state levels. Many states have term limits, which are a good thing, and many people, and I would not disagree, say the federal government should have term limits. Trump calls it the swamp. I think he got it right on that. Is he part of it too? Probably. Has he drained a lot of it? Probably. Okay. None of these guys are all good. There might be some good things they do, some stuff we agree with, but I don't think any of them are really doing a great job. I always feel like I'm voting for the lesser of two evils. But some of these guys that aren't a career politician, they consider themselves an American first or a business owner or a father or whatever, and just go to serve their state for a couple of years, and then they just get out and go home. I know a couple of them that are actually like that. I seriously do, guys. You might not believe me. Look, I think our government's totally corrupt, but I'm not a complete anarchist either. I still think there's a few people doing the right thing. I know some of these people. And luckily for me, my state representative is a true working man's representative. And it's a weird situation they're in right now, at least in this state and in many states across the country, where they basically have to, the Flint water crisis, just like Don said, you guys always say it so much better than me. The Republicans had to give that stupid extension. They didn't have to, but if they did, look how much more tyranny that side would impose on us in the next couple of years. So there you go. And there's other good ones too. And if you guys want to complain about any of your elected public servants, go for it. If you guys want to give praise to some of your good ones, because I believe on the local level, he was in the chat, I think just last week or the week before, in Monroe County, Michigan. Maybe some of you guys have. Most of you've never even heard of it. Just another county in this big country. Greg Moore Jr., that's a patriot. He's just a regular dude. He was in the chat. He hangs out with us as a fellow patriot and another gun guy. So there's some good ones here and there. And I've talked to some of the good ones, and they said, dude, Flint water crisis. And I just kind of had to go like this. I'm like, yep, pretty much. Whole state took a big turn for the worse after that, and that was mainly just because of the fake news. And by the way, before I forget, let me scroll up here, see who's still chatting. You still in here, Cave Dave? Hopefully you're still here. If not, you're watching later. We're good, dude. We're good. We're good, man. We're good. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you at all. I said what I had to say. If I did something wrong, I'll apologize to God after the stream. And I don't think any of you guys want me to apologize to you, because you know what I'm saying, right? So we're good. We're good, Dave. Cave Dave. We're good, man. I've known you a long time. You're a good dude. So I just wanted to to make that clear. Let's see here. Yeah, Bill Randall, we have a Democrat gov who's waiting to be removed. I think a lot of people are. Cave Dave left. Okay, that's fine. I'll catch up to him next time. What happened to the video for the right stuff to clean my G3 Taurus? I've got it on there, dude, on my list. I'm doing the best I can. So if it looks like I'm ignoring you guys, I'm not. I'm really not. I can't do every video all the time. I think a cleaning video is a good idea, though. I really do. I really do. It's all good, Alan. No, glad you're here, Cave. You heard me, I hope. You're good, dude. It's cool. Let's see here. Thanks, Don. I can sell small rifle primers. What's your offer? Thor Kill saying. What's up, Brownies for my fat? How you doing, man? Where's Beretta Man at? I thought I saw him earlier. You still here, Beretta Man? Where are you at, man? I wanted to say something about Beretta Man, so come on back in here if you can hear me, man. Beretta Man channel. You guys know that's one of my favorites. Use the dishwasher to clean guns. Okay. Guero M. The Taurus playlist, guys. Check the Taurus playlist. It's your friend. I'll give you a hint, dude. Yes, they do. But I've done at least 3, if not 4 videos on how awesome the Taurus G3 mags run in the G2C. So that's awesome. And I'm not calling you guys out, but you guys gotta give me a little bit here, okay? There's according to Dog Dad, Raw Feeding. I'm sorry, I call him Dog Dad. You know, I've been friends with him a while. That was his old name. Anyways, I have 13,300 subscribers, guys. That's not a lot on the scope of things, but it's kind of a lot. So you guys got to do your part, because I do get asked a lot, and I'm not calling out the person that asked me that question. It's just reminding me to address this. Probably conservatively 10 to 20 times a day, I get a question that's, does the Taurus G3 mag work in the G2C? Do you know of a holster that you like for the Taurus G3? Have you ever heard of the Smith & Wesson ST-9 VE? Hey, bro, you have any 1911s? I'm just giving you guys comments that I get like every day of my life. I promise. Hey, man, you ever heard of the 45 ACP? Hey, did you know that they're doing gun control in Virginia? Like, I literally get these questions 10 times a day. There's only one of me, guys. Now, there's a lot of stuff on this channel, guys. I've been working my butt off. Not saying they're great videos. You guys can decide that, but there's hundreds of videos on this channel. I spend the extra time to put them in playlists. So probably 9 out of the 10 most frequently asked questions, I've done videos on them. Not only have I done videos, but I've done videos that are sometimes 15, 20 minutes long. Like, when I do a review, I'm usually a bit thorough, right? So a lot of times, like, I could type for like 30 minutes, thousands of times, or I could just like do one video. So I love you guys' questions. They're totally awesome, but there's like tons of information on like many guns on the channel. So just always watch the playlist. Sound good? And I'm glad you said LOL. I was not calling you out, Guero. I really wasn't. You just literally reminded me, because these are such good questions, and this is why I do a lot of my videos, as you guys that have been around a while know. If I get the same question repeatedly, I do a video on it. And then I tend to get the same question repeatedly, kind of like forever. So there you go. End it. I did not know that, sir. He said, did you know that you can save 15% by switching to Geico? Ugh. Oh, and I've never heard of Geico the Gecko either, have I? You guys are funny. Thanks, Bill Randall. Let's see here. Thor Kill. How you doing, man? You coming in here with a good attitude? You being nice to people in here? Be nice. Be nice. All right. Mont Parker's here. What's happening, man? The fat frog? He's wanting to remove some Democrats. Cave Dave. Troy Tucker. What's happening, Troy? There's another good one right there, man. How you doing? Inslee. That's another beauty, isn't it? Inslee. Yeah, that's another one that comes up quite a bit, doesn't it? See, that's why I say I sit and rant about my state and governor. And I think a lot of you guys are more like, yeah, dude, like, okay, I'm not the only one, right? I'm not the only one. Mark's telling me he's in South Texas and they shut down the ranges in his hometown. Yep. Matt Morrison, have you seen the video of a guy getting ripped off of a train for not wearing a mask in probably Philadelphia, he's saying. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. See? Of course, it had to be a train too, right? Like those old World War II analogies. Of course, it was on a train, wasn't it? Music lover, eat my homemade chicken noodle soup. Sounds good. Nice. Oh, Mike says, is it true they're closing gun ranges in Michigan? Actually, yes. Yes. And then I'm going to get onto the topic of talking about some future videos that I either have in the works or I'm going to do. This is this can be found with an easy Google search. This is from Bridge. They call themselves nonprofit, nonpartisan news source. Okay? Michigan government, Bridge. Whatever. Anyways, what Michigan's new stay-at-home executive order means, and it does right here. This is what they're saying. Now, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not qualified to legally interpret this. But with this all said, I believe in the First and Second Amendment as the law of the land, okay? That's what I believe in. But according to them, all these different sections here. Gun stores, shooting ranges still closed. It says, Whitmer's new stay-at-home order, like her last, relies on March 19th guidance from the U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency to identify critical infrastructure workers exempt from the stay-at-home order. Her order specifically ignores any subsequent guidance released by the same agency. I did a video on that, guys. Remember? The same agency that she's taking her guidance on from the 19th later came back 9 days later and said gun shops are essential. But she's willingly choosing not to go with their newest guidance. She's still going to, now she's going to go backwards and now rely on her old guidance. So let's go through this real quick because this is what happened. Initially, she said the federal government's guidance is gun shops, manufacturers, let's just say the gun industry, period, right? Ranges, everything. The U.S. government doesn't say it's critical, so it's not in Michigan. That's how it started. Then Michigan came, then the United States federal government came out a week later and said, no, it is critical. We've updated it. Then she said, all right, they can fly in Michigan. Now she's come back a third time and said, nope, I'm going to go back to the very first one that I originally started with. So now she's literally saying this. So her order specifically ignores any subsequent guidance released by the same agency, including an expanded list of critical workers, that was the video, released on March 28th that identifies, in quotes, workers supporting the operation of firearm or ammunition product manufacturers, retailers, importers, distributors, and shooting ranges. Gun stores are considered non-essential under the Michigan order. Whitmer spokesman Tiffany Brown told Bridge magazine. Likewise, the administration says shooting ranges and hunting clubs cannot be open to the public. And this is also in quotes. Whether indoor or outdoor in nature, employees of these types of facilities are not considered critical infrastructure, according to an updated guidance. So they're basically saying, look, at one time, the federal government said it wasn't critical. A lot of us believed that for once, the Trump administration stepped up and clarified and said, nope, they're essential. And she said, all right, they're essential. And they were allowed to be open for a time. Then she just comes back out yesterday and says, nope, I'm going to ignore the latest iteration of the federal guidance. And now I'm going to go back in time to their original guidance. And now that's the one I'm going to go by. That's what they're saying here. Like, that's not what I'm saying, right? That's what the Bridge, Michigan's nonpartisan, nonprofit, according to them, news source. So there you go. So yeah, according to what's recently come out between yesterday and today, Michigan gun shops ranges were non-essential. Then they were essential. Now they're non-essential again. Mike saying thank you because I live in White Lake. White Lake, nice area, man. Spent plenty of time out on the ice at the White Lake Inn over the years. Snowmobiling, four-wheeleling, fishing. White Lake. That's the place to go to in the summer and the winter, isn't it? Now, there's the town of White Lake, but there's the lake, White Lake, as you know. Jeremy Wilson, what's happening, man? We talked about you earlier, and I got so mad, I cursed at the governor. Got so mad that the governor makes it illegal for you to be sitting here right now on camera that I cursed at the camera. Let's see here. Ooh, what have we got going on here? Beretta Man, there he is. What's happening, Beretta Man? So, as you guys know, speaking of Beretta Man, okay, to lighten things up, I've showed you guys before. It's true. I couldn't make it up. I've won not only one knife, but 2 knives. And I'm going to give you guys a hint. It might be in one of his recent videos you might want to watch because you guys are going to get ticked off. And you can't say I didn't tell you so. You guys are going to be ticked off if I win another prize from Beretta Man unanswered. So that's all the hint I should need to give you guys. I've told you guys the drill before over on the Beretta Man channel. He's a pretty generous dude. He's always having fun. And that's the last hint I'm going to give you. You guys might want to go over there. You're going to be ticked off when I win another 3rd prize. And I'm going to gloat too about it because I gave you guys all a warning, all right? Nah, I hope I don't win. But if no one else enters, then I might. Right, Beretta Man? We'll gloat if they're too lazy to enter in the old drawing, right? Liberty or death? What's happening, man? Good night. Thank you. And yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mark Baxter says, will not work. Well, get over there and enter, Mark. Rigged for a shameless channel plug. Nah, yeah. Nah, you're just being funny. ISMOID USMC. Nah, dude, it's not shameless. Dude, Beretta Man's one of my best friends. I'll plug his channel like every Friday. You guys know that. But that's just because I like him. If I didn't like him, I wouldn't do it. Because some guys are like my best friends, but I still don't like them, so I don't plug their channel. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the reptile guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. 1,000 subscribers. You guys heard it from the reptile guys. Oh, yeah. Yep. 1,000 subscribers. Free upper. That's no joke. What are you guys talking about here? Jeremy, you loving it in Michigan? I don't know how early you were up this morning, but there was a 1/2 inch of snow down this morning. April the 10th, 1/2 inch of snow down. Now, Sean brings up a good point. Thank God we can shoot in our backyards here in rural Missouri. Yeah. Now, we can shoot in our backyards here. That's fine. But, man, that's not the way the Second Amendment's supposed to be. You're supposed to be able to keep and bear arms, right? You're supposed to be able to go to the gun shop. Because how do you keep arms if you can't purchase or acquire arms? Everybody doesn't have a backyard they can shoot in. So that's where shooting ranges come into play, right? Heck yeah. Mark Baxter, are you being nice, dude? Or are you joking around? I hope you're being nice, Mark. I think he is. You guys are always joking, and I only read part of it. Mark says, sorry, brother, you can find me. Let's see here. Sometimes I think I read you guys' stuff and you're talking to somebody else, actually. But okay, cool. And if you guys need to email me, I left my email address earlier. So whoever wants to email me can go ahead. Let's see here. Okay, Mateo saying he sees lots of in the city basements being converted into indoor ranges, and that actually makes sense. That's actually a thing, isn't it? Now, you better have a pretty cool wife to get by with that. I know some people will be able to get by with that. Some people, probably not so much. Yeah, Jeremy, it was like 62 degrees just 2 days ago. Keep that in mind. And then it was like 70 degrees 2 days ago and like 62 degrees 3 days ago. Literally. Let's see here. A-Dubs is bringing up a point, and we can buy tigers. A lot of people are choosing to use tigers as attack animals in lieu of arms or in addition to their arms. It's actually funny you brought that up. I've been reading all over the place. That is actually becoming a thing now. A lot of people are looking to train their own personal attack tiger. I think a lot of them are serious, actually. I don't know. I assume they are. They never said they were joking. Right? Yeah, weather here is weird. This is Michigan. It's pretty darn weird. Ooh. Bill Randall. I got a Mac 10. Does anyone want to see a video on the Mac 10? Mark says, just joined your channel 2 weeks ago. Have I reviewed it? Okay, thanks for reminding me. Some future videos. I can't touch guns, but I'm just going to hold up a piece of cardboard, which, no gun. Check it out, guys. Stoeger STR-9. So, is anyone familiar with this yet? Some people would say, by just the brief, looking at it, maybe it's something that's kind of competing with the Taurus G3. Similar price range to a G3. Some people are saying this is the Glock killer. Some people are saying it's an off-brand Glock. I don't know yet, right? But there we go. Polymer frame, double stack, striker fired, 3-dot sights. It has some Glock characteristics to it right off the bat, if you look at it here. I mean, not exactly, but certainly I can see some things that appear to definitely be Glock-ish, right? Now, I'm going to do a video on it, an unboxing and an initial review. So if you're looking forward to this, that's going to be coming up soon. And then I'll do like I usually do. I'll go out and shoot it, come back and give you guys some follow-up thoughts, see what you guys have to say about it. Depending how much interest there is or isn't, there could be a part 3, 4, 5 of it, whatever, If I'm interested in a firearm and there's also a few people that are interested in it, yeah, so let me know what you guys think. I think it's pretty cool looking. Now, I really haven't done an unboxing yet because I like my unboxings to be true. This is just a sleeve. That's how they package these. It comes in a regular cardboard box, and then you just put a sleeve over it. Now, this is imported by Stoeger USA, right? Made in Turkey, of all places. So, it is a Turkish-made firearm. I'll have to do some looking. Again, I've not even had the gun in my hand yet, but it just says made in Turkey, imported by Stoeger Industries, USA. Out of Maryland, USA, it looks like here. So, there you go. So, we'll see what happens. Somebody said that they've done, they've seen it do nothing but fail. Well, we'll see what happens here. See, that's the nice thing about this channel. I'm not getting paid to make it succeed or getting paid to make it fail. So, whatever happens, you guys will find out about it, right? So, that's something kind of looking forward to. This qualifies as a budget pistol. Definitely a budget pistol. And I've been looking forward to this for a while. Hold on one second. Okay, so this is March of 2019. And they always give it to you like a month ahead of time. So I probably got this in February of 19, well over a year ago. This came in the mail. One of my friends who's in the chat, I said, dude, have you seen like this new Stoeger that's like on the cover of like the gun magazine? He's like, which one is it? I told him and he instantly knew what it was because he's like kind of an expert on Turkish guns, right? But yeah, I said, dude, if this is really $299 like they say it is or less, I'm going to buy this gun when it comes out. And it took literally a year. So that's where it all started. Now, I'll give you guys a sneak preview, okay? Usually you got to watch the unboxing, but I'll let it slip. $249. So it actually came in under the $300. Now, there's different configurations of it. Some of them cost $249, $300, $350, and even $400, depending how many mags, accessories, different sighting options. So there's different ways you can buy this, but it starts at $249. And I've been wanting it literally, yeah, March of 2019. So been wanting it since February. Artak and Daughters, what's happening, man? Nice channel over there too, by the way. you know what's cool about his channel is it's daughters, and they're both in there, but it seems like it's one of the daughters more than the other, quite frankly. And yeah, a family man gun channel. And I barely even know the guy, so I just want to shout him out too. Our Attacking Daughters. Really nice dude. Really nice daughters. And he's basically doing gun reviews and teaching his daughters about guns, and they're doing reviews of their own, right? Which, just an awesome family thing, you know? I love families bonding in ways like that. And that's what I like about the Artec and Daughters channel. So I would recommend going over there. Just another good dude that's hanging out, you know? Ooh, somebody said I could have Amy Klobuchar. We must have somebody that's in Minnesota in here. Lazy Gamer, I like Stoeger. I've had good luck with their shotguns. Okay? Imported by them. So, Ant Diesel Vision. What's happening, man? He wants one pretty bad sold out in his area. You guys always have a hard time with availability out there, don't you? That's what my buddy Alaskan Ballistics tells me. And if you do get it shipped in from one of the big gun shops, they charge you like a bunch of extra money for shipping, right? So, yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. I have no idea what to expect. I know it's going to fit into the same price range, same mag capacity-ish as like your G3, right? Your ST-9VE. So, TH9C, stuff like that. I think it fits a nice little niche where people can kind of compare guns at a budget price. Of course, I've been doing a Glock 19 build that I've done, and I have another follow-up video with some more shooting of that coming up soon. And Glock would be a competitor to those guns. Kind of. Now, that goes two ways. A lot of people would say, dude, just get the Glock. It's proven. And that's fine. I'm not going to argue with that either. Other guys are going to come back and say, but I don't have 500 or 550 for the Glock. I've only got 250. And that's why I talk about these guns too. So, I don't know. When I said this, is this the next Glock killer? That was literally me, like in air quotes. Is this the next Glock killer? I don't know. We'll see. It could be. Probably not. It's kind of hard to be a Glock killer because Glocks kind of sort of just work, right? But we'll see. Hey, I'm going to guess the Stoeger's probably not better than a Glock, but could it be? Sure. Could it be the same? Maybe. Maybe, right? So, who knows? But I like those too. Don says his son's logging on, has a story to share. All right. Hope I don't miss it. There's always so much chat in here. Yep, 20 to 50 bucks extra for shipping. That's Alaska for you. Hey, but you guys have got advantages out there too. So you guys live in a nice state, don't you? Jeremy Wilson, don't use this for channel. This is to help feed your little princess. You know what? Her birthday's coming up, dude. Her birthday's coming up. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. My family's not literally starving to death either, guys. I'm never exaggerate. I'm just saying, like, do they want to starve me to death? That's all I'm getting at. I'm still eating, all right? But it is the little girl's birthday, and she's not going to be able to have a birthday party, so I'll have to sneak out dun, 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 and try to navigate the wild west of sneaking down one of the prohibited aisles of a store to try to get the little girl a birthday present here, right? Thanks, Jeremy. I'll be talking to you soon, by the way, dude. I'll hit you up after the stream on IG Messenger. See? Mark Baxter put my coal up against any Glock. That's his weapon of choice. There you go, man. There you go. Glock-a-doodle-doo. Poor conservative. You're still here? Glock-a-doodle-doo. What more can I say? There you go. There's Glock fans in here, and then there's people like Poor Conservative, which is the true Glock fan of the bunch. Trust me. Trust me. Nobody likes Glock more than Poor Conservative. I can assure you of that. Chris Builder, what's happening, dude? How you doing, man? Jeremy's awesome. I agree with you. Another Michigan guy. What's happening, man? Pick me up in the mill truck. Right on, dude. Do I need to bring the RPG, or did we leave that here? Oh, let's see here. Ooh, somebody is saying that they had them literally follow them from their grandmother's house back home. Hey, I wasn't there, but I have no reason to doubt them. That's crazy, isn't it? If they're literally following people around, if they are, and I have no reason to believe that they're lying, that's not good. Following people around? Show me your papers? I hope not. Sure hope not. Good night, Mark. Take it easy, man. Oh, I wrote down a list. Check. What do you guys want from me? I know you guys are just joking around. It's like, what do you want from me? $1 million? No. I don't have time to do it all. And it's amazing, though. Little things in times like these. You find yourself busy just doing stupid crap. Like, you need to go get some medicine or just something easy to get. It can take a long time. So you find yourself wasting time doing normally mundane tasks, too. So it's crazy. Like, as much as we think we could be all catching up on all these things, yeah, to a point, but not so much. And then putting out videos. I love doing it. It's a labor of love, but it takes a lot of time. So I'm planning on doing another follow-up showing you guys shooting footage of the ST-9 VE. And then I can go right into changing it to the Apex tactical trigger. So anyone that's been waiting for those, I've been waiting, making you wait a little too long. I get it, but more follow-up, including the trigger upgrades, coming soon on that. G2C, okay? I just did the one video showing you guys the guide rod and spring. I'm also going to show you some shooting footage of that very soon, as well as a weapons light, a flashlight, if you will. People keep asking about it. Now, I was just emailing right before, and Forge Tech Holsters. We were emailing back and forth. He's working on making a mold for his Kydex holsters for a weapons light on the G2C. So if there's any G2C guys here that want a little feedback, we're thinking the Streamlight TLR6 is a good fit on the G2C, okay? That's one option. Is there another option? Is anyone using the TLR6, the Streamlight, on their G2C? And is there another one you guys are using? So if you are, then I'm taking a little bit of input. I'm in, Paul and I are friends from Forge Tech, and we're trying to brainstorm on, because I know everybody wants a holster that'll accommodate a weapons light, right, for their G2C and the G3. And we're actually talking back and forth, and I'm helping to get some feedback from real people like you all to give him so he can make the holster that you guys actually want, right? So definitely let me know on that. Mark Diesel, what's happening, man? No problem. You're welcome, man. Dave Rose, my ST-9 VE is better than my Glock. See, there's fans of all kinds of guns on here, and that's why I'm kind of a fan of a lot of them, too. Virginia, Northam signed a bunch of gun control today. Okay? I talked about it just a little bit, and I can more if you guys want me to, but I'm planning on just doing a standalone video on that, okay? Bob West, they're looking to collect fines for any little thing. I agree. The Stoeger, I just showed you guys, not the actual gun because I can't, but unboxing, that'll be the first one coming up soon. My 9mm, my SDS Imports 9mm 1911A1. I'm going to shoot that literally in the next couple days, give you guys a shooting update and follow-up review on that I'm really excited about. My Israeli FNFAL. I flashed it here and there before in videos, but I've not truly done a standalone video. I'm ready to do the video on that very soon. I have shooting footage of it. I shot it. I'll give you guys a sneak preview. It was good. It was good. C308. C308. I'm going to have a video about that. And I'll give you guys a hint. I took it out to shoot it. I had never shot that particular one before. I showed it in a video recently. My gun shop review video. Super Match G&A. Awesome gun shop, by the way. Like, totally. If you didn't see that video, awesome people. Now, I flashed the C308 and said, if you're interested in this, I have one. I have a couple of them. I had not shot that one yet. Took it out to the range. You would think I have shooting footage for you. I'm going to give you guys a sneak preview. I took it out to the range. I loaded cartridges in the mag. And I still have no shooting footage for you. So We're going to start off the C308 video a little different. I'm going to explain to you guys why we have no shooting footage of it. Then I'm going to talk about the gun itself. Then we're going to probably do a repair video. And then maybe we'll have shooting footage. So C308, that's going to take a little bit. I'm going to do videos on it, but it wasn't the video I was expecting to do because I already took it out for its first shots and they did not happen. So just want to let you guys know that. Before you guys jump out and grab your C308, you may want to see my first video on it. You may decide that you want one. You may decide you don't. You'll decide, but just hold tight on that thought, okay? Kind of like other guns I got. Let my loss be your gain, you know? Music lover, have shot a CZ75 of any variant. Are you asking me? Because if you are, absolutely. I own several CZ75s. And maybe it's something I need to do a video on. But as you can see right now, my list is kind of long, actually. Okay, the Galil. Do you guys remember the Gallant? Epic fail. Classic Firearms, JRA, made it right. I've not yet to do a full, complete, you know, historical and comprehensive review on that gun. The replacement, right? After they fixed it up, exchanged it, whatever. I have shooting footage of the Galil Gallant, guys. People said, well, it'll never shoot. We'll find out. There's a video coming out of it very soon. I already shot it past tense. It's done. So, speaking of Israeli, okay, the FAL just went out and shot it. The Israeli FAL. The Galil, okay? Uzi, went out and shot my Uzi 9mm. Figured maybe I'll do a review on each of them separately. Maybe combine them all into a little video, an Israeli video. So, I don't know. BB6. Time to do another video on that soon. It's kind of an obscure gun, but it's come to my attention that, quite frankly, nobody's doing videos on them, really. Now, there might be a couple people, but not many. So, looks like if there's to be some knowledge that people need on that gun, I'm going to be the one that has to keep putting it out, which is fine with me because I love the BB Tech's BB6. And I love William Bubbets, too. Great dude. So I have another video I'm going to do on that. And just like I did in my last video, I have some more exclusive footage of him that I'm going to put in. So I'll do my part of the video, and then I'll say, all right, you guys want to learn this about the gun? Here's the inventor himself, right? So there you go. Somebody said Mac 10. I've got one of those if that's a popular request. Easy 380, I have not shot. I like the concept of it, and I think it's cool. That's one that I have not shot yet, okay? Don, I have not done one on the High Point carbine, but I do have one. I have two, actually, and one of them is just beyond that guitar case. Well, you can't see it. The guitar case is blocking it, but it's like just behind it, right? So I think I should probably do that one eventually. See, here's the problem I have, guys. There's so many cool guns. I have an obscure pistol from Montenegro made by a company called Terra. I want to do a video on that because there's, quite frankly, nothing on that gun. The RWB mags. I showed those briefly in my magazine unboxing the other day, okay? When I was out shooting some of the various other pistols and rifles that I just talked about a couple days ago, I brought out one of these. I loaded it up with some brass case ammo. Just shot one mag through it. It shot fine. I have the footage of it. Well, now I've got all three of them loaded up. All three of those RWB, off-brand, knockoff Glock mags, whatever you want to call them, Korean. They're all loaded up with steel case. So I figured, heck, while I'm committing, taboo, I'll just do two at once. So I'm going to see how the steel cased. This is a mix of both Tula and Wolf. I started loading off this box of Tula till it ran dry. And then I switched over to this box of Wolf. So I'm going to shoot some Tula and some Wolf. Off-brand ammo that'll destroy your gun, according to some people. According to some people, it won't. I'm messing with you guys. But I am telling the truth. Some people say it destroys your gun. Some people say it doesn't. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Shoot some off-brand ammo and these off-brand mags. That'll be a nice little video. And then I figured just as a control, here's a Glock OEM mag, of course. Filled with the same steel case. I believe this one's Wolf. I'll look at it before I film. It's Wolf or Tula. So there you go. So that's another video coming up. Speaking of my SDS Imports 1911, the 9mm. Oh no, I'm going to break my extractor for sure. There you go. I might break the barrel. Like, I could literally, like, break everything, dude. Like, you know what might happen? Like, when I shoot it, it could make, like, a fissure in the earth. And, like, the state of Michigan could, like, break in half, too, right? Check this out. 9mm Metgar mags. That's actually what SDS Imports is shipping with those TSOS M1911A1 pistols. So, there you go. These are full size, which is what my SDS Imports 1911 is. And they hold 9 rounds. So more than a 45, but it's still not much. So I didn't want to go out to the range and do a shooting review with 1 mag. So now I got 3 mags for the SDS. And these were also items that I ordered just before the panic, just before SHTF, right? So there you go. And these are the OEM mags, by the way, basically. That's what they're shipping with them, with the SDS. Whether you buy it in 45 or 9, both of the ones I've got bought, you know, came with Metgars. And I like Metgar mags. I really do. Ooh, I might break the hand grip, Chris said. Come on, man. Ooh. No, I mean, I'm trying to have some fun, guys. Some people do say it'll break your gun, right, Dauntless Defense? There's been some fierce battles, especially over on the old Facebook about this topic. Guero says, the RWB mags, are they any good? Some people say yes. I've shot a total of 1 RWB mag once. That's it. So I'm not ready to say yet. But you know what's interesting about these? I thought maybe I'll shoot them. And if they just literally act perfect, well, then I guess I'm good to go. Maybe, right? Now, if they're kind of giving me a little problems, what a lot of people say the weak link is your spring. So you can go to a website called Wolf Springs, right? And they make good springs. Probably maybe the best place to buy springs, a lot of people say, right? So you can buy a 3-pack of springs. That's why I bought 3 of these. Get a little bulk discount. Cheaper to buy 3 than 1. 10 springs is even cheaper yet. And many people have told me, and this channel is just about experimenting, guys, trying to learn with each other, but you upgrade one of these to a Wolf spring, people say they're just as good as an OEM Glock. So we'll see. We'll see. I've shot the Con Koreans before, and they've not been perfect, okay? Con Korean mag. I think I've got one right here. Pack 9, somebody just mentioned. I've got a Pack 9 that I did a video on. I'll be honest with you. It's funny you say that. This Con Korean mag, this one actually jammed in my Pack 9. And of all things, my PMag 9. The PMag jammed. But the OEM Glock mags ran perfectly fine. Now, I am noticing, it's not huge differences, but I noticed a couple little differences in the RWB. Now, this is for a Glock 17. This is for a 19. But there are a couple minor differences between your RWBs and your Con Koreans. So I don't think that they're literally the same company. I think they're 2 separate companies in Korea that both make a knockoff Glock mag, if you will. So we'll find out, you know, how much better this is. This is what my guess is, guys. Of course, Glock OEM's the best. I don't really want to debate that. These might be second place, and the Cons are probably kind of on the lower end. Con/KCI. Mateo just chimed in. Yes, the Con Koreans absolutely need the Wolf springs, and that's why I'm mentioning that. Okay? So. Ooh. Threaded for my pleasure says, stop lying, dude. It'll break the shoulder thing that goes up and blow out the 100-round clipazine. Ooh. It will, too. My magazine unboxing video I just did like 2 days ago. I don't know if you guys noticed. I was real nuanced about it, but I had that M70 underfolder, right? When I was doing the little, like, showing you the intro for the AC Unity AK mags, which there's going to be a review on those. That's also on my list coming up very soon. Shooting them first. Maybe messing around with one to see how tough it is a little bit, right? But, yeah, that had the shoulder thing that goes up on the front. So whoever watched that video to the end knows what I'm talking about. Real nonchalant right before the video's over. I'm just like, pink. Maybe somebody saw that part and knows what I'm talking about. This was the good old days a couple months ago. I just reach right over there and grab it and show you guys, but ooh, you better hope your wife doesn't read that, Chris. Next wife I will order from Korea. Ooh. Dang. No, wait a minute. Did you literally just say what I think he said, dude? He says, next wife I will order from Korea. The China ones keep making weird soup. Oh, he does mean wife. Okay. Oh, that's funny. I knew what he meant. I read his other thing. Then he's like, no, I meant gun, not wife. That was funny. That was funny. Gross saying the Pac 9's never jammed. Yeah, it didn't like completely jam. I just had a couple failures to feed like right off the rip with the KCI. Once I could get a few rounds out of it, then it worked, but that's not cool. A-dubs, should I try the new Remington respirator or hunt for a pre-Freedom Group model? I'm not familiar with the respirator, quite frankly. Is that? I guess I don't know what that is, to be honest with you. I've never heard of it. Now, with almost any gun that they make, I would try to go pre-Freedom Group. I think many of the brands that were encompassed or bought up under the conglomerate Freedom Group, I think a lot of them have gone downhill, quite frankly. So, that notwithstanding that I've not actually heard of that model you're talking about, then yeah. SFAT, do you want to clarify yourself, or? Because I've seen you around before, and I thought, yeah, SFAT, you've seemed like you've been good to go over quite some time. So maybe clarify yourself, because I'm not quite sure. You might look like a troll right now, but maybe you're just making a joke. So just clarify yourself real quick so I can decide whether to move on with you or not. Let's see here. Mark, maybe I missed something. You can't show a gun. Why? Live streaming regulations? Yeah, dude. Yeah. They literally said you can't touch guns in live streams. It's going to stop crime, they say, right? So, yeah. Threaded for my pleasure. That's funny, dude. The Amend 2s. Actually, that's another one I've taken out. The Amend 2 Glock mags. Yep. You know what's funny about that? Let me check this out real quick. There's actually two brands. They call themselves two different brands, and it's the same mag. So I don't know if I should do a video on this, but check this out. Okay. So I'm wanting to test different types of Glock mags in my Polymer 80 build, right? And I can test them in the Pac 9 and others. But this one popped up on here. Jagman, probably pronounced Yagman, right? So there's the Yagman 19. And it says Yagman on the side. Then there's the Amend 2. Now, I haven't released the footage of these yet, even though I have actually shot. And I realized when I look at them, they are literally the same exact mag, except for the one says Yagman on it and the one says Amend 2. The followers are a different color. And then the floor plates, even though they're the same exact design, the one has a fancy 2 for the button, if you will. The other just has the little hole, but these are literally the same mags, right? And they're actually both made in the USA by the same company. And if you look right here, they both actually have, let me see if I can get this to zoom in, the same patent numbers on the back. So this is literally crazy. Okay. The one's the JAG 19, the other's the 19. But if you actually look at the US patent number, they have identical U.S. patents on them. So these are literally the same mag by legal definition with the same U.S. patent on them. And I think it even says right here, I might get this part of it wrong, but I had done a little bit of research. And they're giving different addresses. I'll hold that thought. I can't remember which one's making it for who, quite frankly. But I did find it, so I'll have to look back at my notes. But yeah, they're both the same mag with the same U.S. patent number. So in my opinion, now, if you're preferential to the color red, you can see it there. It might sway you. But other than that, yeah, these have both been decent so far for me. Chris was recommending them too. I'll do a full review before I completely endorse this or not. But yeah, if you want an Amend 2 Glock 19 mag or a Yeagman, I guess just pick whichever name you like better or whatever's cheaper. So hopefully that helps somebody. Because looking at pictures, I wasn't quite sure. So I said, you know what? I'm going to buy them both. Because I want to test as many different types of cheap mags. These were cheap, by the way. These qualify as a cheap mag. Not quite as cheap as the daily deal on these Koreans, but pretty cheap. So I said, well, let's try them both because they're different brands. But they kind of look like they might be the same mag. So there you go. This is a case of I brought both, so you guys don't have to. They're the same mag. Let's see what you guys are talking about here. Jeremy just got some 55 grain FMJ for his new AR. Nice, man. And some 115 grain for the 9 on the way. Cool. 30 round PMags. Cock locked and ready to rock, right? So there you go. No, Bill, these are not Chinese mags. The two that I showed are made in the USA, and as stated and shown, made in the USA, and as stated and shown, made in Korea. So there you go. But you guys might be talking about something else. But if you're talking about these, we're looking at some Korean off-brand mags and some made in the USA mags right here. One is stolen and made in China. You guys must be talking about something else. Okay, I got you. See, that's the problem. I read somebody's comment. I really don't know, like, where it should. Mitch Mater, they should make crime illegal. Absolutely, they should, right? Imagine that. Oh, that's funny. What are we looking at here? Mars 99 CW saying KCI 33 rounds run flawlessly. Cool. Nice, man. I'm not gonna say they're crap, but I've found them to, I don't know. I found them to be a little less than reliable on a couple personal experiences. But I know some people that say the same thing as you. So you're not the only one that said that they're just good to go, period. I get that. If it's made in Korea, it's a clip. Ooh. South Korea, by the way. If they were in North Korea, they'd probably be a little bit hard to get, right? I'm just taking one last look at the chat here, guys. Yep, can't show them live like Dauntless is saying, just pre-canned videos. But that's why they let us do that. Many people think that that was just the first step, right? Removing them from live streams. We'll see what happens. Hopefully not, because I'm going to miss the day I get to hang out with you guys. But they might do that someday. Then we'll just have to have a llama channel, and that'd be fine. You guys would still hang out, right? Oh, and last but not least, the CMMG, right? I've already taken it out. I've already shot it, so I have some range footage recorded, first shots. So I'm going to come back soon with that. First impression for the 22 long rifle conversion kit. AR-15, 5.56 to 22 long rifle. Just put the video out a couple days ago, right? I'm going to do a follow-up, range footage, all that. In the meantime, I'm going to ask you guys a question in the next video. I've had 2 viewers tell me, dude, this is junk. It literally split like all the way down, the chamber adapter. And one sent me a picture of it. So we'll see what happens. I was kind of excited about it. It worked flawlessly the first time I took it out. ran, you know, a couple mags through it. I'm going to take it out again, but a lot of people have told me in my initial video, this CMMG conversion kit is awesome, just totally awesome. And I was anticipating it would be, because I've always known CMMG to have a good reputation and to make good parts, right? But now I'm having people literally telling me, and including pictures, where the whole thing split right down the middle. So we'll see. I'll tell you guys what happens with me. I don't know if I'll be able to put as many rounds through mine as those guys did. You know, when you only have a couple guns, sometimes you can just put more rounds through it. If you have a bunch of different guns you're reviewing, it's hard to put that many rounds through all of them. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. But I'm hoping it's good. Let's see here. Poor conservatives out. All right. Looks like a lot of you guys are kind of getting tired. So, ooh, Jeremy Wilson got to see some bootleg video. How did he do that, guys? How do you think he did that? Huh? They're bootlegging my videos, guys. What can I do? What can I do? They're bootlegging my videos. They're going to sell them on the black market to China. That's all right. Let them bootleg them. Instead of getting my $1.07 for getting thousands of monetized views on a video, I'll get nothing. The Chinese people need it more than me anyways. Jeremy Wilson's bootlegging my videos. Now, I'm going to hang in there, guys. I expect all of you to be. Hang in there. Be polite, because we're good people, but stay vigilant. I don't like my governor. I talk trash about her tonight because that's my right. Don't wish her personally any harm, but at the same time, I just want her out. I want her to lose the next election. So I hope we're already thinking of strategies. Recalls are very difficult in Michigan, but we can't let these people keep getting reelected, can we? Got to get them out. So I know a lot of you guys are proud of your governors, and if you are, then that's awesome. I'm seriously not jealous. Awesome. But some of our states, we need to get with it. We need to get with it. Next election cycle at the very least, right? She's not good for us. No, I don't think she's good for us. And I have no problem saying it. So it's past your bedtime, Cave Dave, but here for the long haul. Thanks, dude. No, I had a good time hanging out with you guys tonight. I got a little passionate about some of the politics and our God-given rights, but these are passionate things, you know, and yeah, whatever I'm telling you guys, I'm just speaking the truth. I believe there's some shady stuff going on right now. Do I believe there's still hope? Yes. Do I believe that we can get back to somewhat normal? Yes. So I'm very optimistic, but I'm still watching certain things and not liking them. So I'm not a doomsday person. I don't believe the end of the world's necessarily coming tonight or tomorrow. Don't ever take me as saying that. I'm never trying to say we don't have a chance or we should give up hope. In fact, I'm doing quite the opposite. When I talk about this stuff with you guys, I'm basically just telling you how I feel. And maybe you'll totally disagree with me. Maybe I'll tell you something you didn't know. Maybe I'll tell you stuff you already knew. Just maybe, though. Maybe you'll see some motivation and some comfort in knowing that there's other people that are thinking the same thing and that you're not alone and that we got to get through this. But we need to stay vigilant and keep both of our eyes open and watch out for things that might be tyrannical and prevent them from happening and not let that slippery slope get so big that once it starts, the snowball gets so big that you could never stop it. So that's what we're talking about here. So even some of my stuff that comes off a little doom and gloom, well, these aren't good times, but it's still encouragement at the same time. And it's just me feeling comfortable with and just hanging out with you guys and letting you guys know what I see is going on. And then you guys will give me your 2 cents and I'll learn from you guys as well. So appreciate hanging out with you guys tonight. Had a good time. Even ranting about people I don't like. Still a good time because I was doing it with you guys. So hopefully I'm going to tell you guys how awesome it was to cut that green grass very soon. And I am looking forward to that. But until then, we'll just try to do the best we can. And I want all you guys to stay healthy. I want everybody to be blessed during this holiday weekend that contains a couple holidays. Good Friday, he hung on the cross. In a couple days, he arose from the dead. Pretty powerful stuff, isn't it? Pretty powerful stuff. I'm certainly not perfect. Neither are you guys. Nobody's perfect, but Jesus, God, yeah, they're perfect. And they gave us rights, and we need to keep them. So just be blessed. Be blessed for these holidays. Be blessed for what you do have, and just stick together, guys. We need each other. And I will see you guys in the comment sections of my videos, and I'm already looking forward to next Friday's stream. All right, guys, I'm out of here. You guys are awesome. He is risen. Amen. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.